Oh, you startled me. Hello there. Welcome to Philosophy Today. Philosophy Today! In this week's episode, we bring together two of the all-time greatest philosophers to take part in Olympus. Plato, thank you for joining us. I have to say, it's a huge honor.
Thank you for having me. But I must say, I am merely a humble philosopher who's just happy to be here.
Plato, I think you're being modest. But I have to say something. Has anyone ever told you you look a little bit like Moses and a little bit like Gandalf?
If I had a nickel for every time I heard that.
Touché, Plato. Touché. Ladies and gentlemen, the other half of our esteemed panel came all the way from a galaxy far, far away. Yoda. Yoda, also, thank you for joining us.
To be here, an honor it is.
Plato, first question for you. Do you think knowledge needs to have a specific target?
Knowledge becomes evil if the aim be not virtuous.
Interesting that you brought up evil. Yoda, care to comment on evil a little bit?
The dark side clouds everything. Impossible to see the future is.
Whoa! Plato, Yoda just brought out the dark side card. What's your opinion on that?
Opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance.
Plato, you really are a great warrior of philosophy. Yoda, your rebuttal?
Great warrior? Wars not make one great.
Gentlemen, please, let's keep this professional. Yoda, if you would please put your lightsaber away. Plato, I'd like you to specifically get into the two kinds of intelligence that you talk about in the Republic.
I think it'll make it a little bit clearer if I read directly from my book, The Republic. This is at 523C. You'll understand my meanings better if I put it this way. These, we say, are three fingers. The smallest, the second, and the middle finger. Assume that I'm talking about them as being seen from close by. Now, this is my question about them. It's apparent that each of them is equally a finger, and it makes no difference in this regard whether the finger is seen to be in the middle or at either end, whether it is dark or pale, thick or thin, or anything else of that sort. For, in all these cases, an ordinary soul isn't compelled to ask the understanding what a finger is, since sight doesn't suggest to it that a finger is at the same time the opposite of a finger. Therefore, it isn't likely that anything of that sort would summon or awaken the understanding. But what about the bigness and smallness of fingers? Does sight perceive them adequately? Does it make no difference to it whether the finger is in the middle or at the end? And is it the same with the sense of touch as regards the thick and the thin, the hard and the soft? And do the other senses reveal such things clearly and adequately? Doesn't each of them rather do the following? The sense set over the hard is, the first place, of necessity, also set over the soft. And it reports to the soul that the same thing is perceived by it to be both hard and soft. Yoda, do you care to respond to that?
Well, three fingers I am looking at. Look like fingers they all do. Understand this I do not.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. I'd like to thank both of our philosophers, Plato and Yoda, for bringing such different things to the table. Please, tune in next time when we have Socrates and Mr. Miyagi, and they'll debate, is it better to wax on or wax off? Until next time, if you don't think, you stink.
Philosophy Today!